So, what is Adopt a Soldier? I'm a military mom. I have 4 children military, and I was just informed by the youngest of 11 that she had decided to enlist in the Army. That was hard to say. You'd think I'd be a pro by now. Yeah, her Marine Corps brothers are not thrilled. Anyway, and so I started this program. I started working here at the Legion, and my father was a veteran, and I met such amazing men here and women. We have a couple women vets that are members here, and started to embrace the place. And my one son, Tony, who is a Marine Corps veteran right now, did 2 tours in Iraq. Okay? Now, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. You think I'd have this down, but I don't. When he first went to boot camp, so I'm talking to you moms right now, Helen, and I'm going to forget everybody's names now. When my son left, the very first one, you would have thought someone had killed me. My husband laughed at me. He said, "Really? It's boot camp." It was a really traumatic time for me. And I didn't know who to share it with. People thought I was nuts. My friends that their kids were going off to college, they'd be like, "Oh, I understand." I'm like, "The heck you do." Sorry, boy. But it's hard. It's hard because all of you are now part of a military family. Whether you're a friend or a relative, you're part of this family now that we call Adopt a Soldier, but you're part of your soldier's family. And unfortunately, we all look different. We don't wear uniforms. So when the family, when us moms especially, are scared and worried and not knowing what's going on with our babies, and yes, that's what we call you, we don't have someone to turn to. We don't know who's going through the same thing. So there's a very sense of aloneness. There's a sense of not knowing who to turn to when you haven't heard from them. And you don't know where they are. I mean, you know they're at boot camp, but you don't know what's going on. And then there comes a time where they graduate boot camp, they do their schooling, and then possible deployments. And I know when my son's first deployment to Iraq was in the very beginning of the Iraqi war. It was pretty difficult. I learned very quickly I couldn't listen to the news. I couldn't listen to the radio. I never bought so many CDs in my life. Because everything was about where he was. I had no contact with him, and I didn't know where he was or if he was okay. So I, again, was very alone in my own world that was filled with pride, but was filled with worry and concern. I mean, just anything that you can imagine. So when I came here to the Legion, and I met veterans that, obviously had gone through what I had gone through, or knew what my son was going through, and all of these things, it was really nice to be able to say, geez, well, really, that's, I wish I would have known you then, that you could have told me that, for the Marine Corps, when they go through the crucible, what it is, and all these different questions. But more importantly, when my son came back from Iraq, the first time, he wasn't my son anymore. Now, I don't tell this story to scare you moms, but it's reality, as many of the moms that are in the room and wives can tell you. They have to be trained to be able to protect themselves, to be able to protect us, and the things that they see and the things that they have to do change them. And we hear a lot about PTSD and all these things, and it's real. I can tell you right now it's real. So my son came home. I tried to help him. There was no help. I couldn't help my own child. And I was in here, and I'm listening to my Vietnam vets especially, because that's who I had the most contact with. So I said to my son, I said, "Tony, just come to the Legion. Just come in and sit down. You don't have to drink. Just come in and just see these guys." I pleaded with him for probably about 5 years. And he finally came in, and for the first time in 6 years, I saw his body language relax for the very first time. Because he was among his brothers. Not a word was spoken. He just felt at home. So I found at that moment that this place is a place of healing for our veterans. It's a place of support for the family. And it's a place that needs to stay alive. Because as long as we're America, we're going to continue to send our men and women to support and fight for our freedom that we enjoy every day. So these places have to be here. We have to support these veterans. We have to let our young men and women know that when you come home, there's a place where your brothers are that are going to understand and know what you need. So Adopt a Soldier was formed, and in almost, will be 2 years in June, I guess. And we're at, I don't even know how many soldiers now.
33.
No, I think we're more than 33 now. Maybe 36? Yeah. Well, no, 3 to 9. So anyway, we have a lot. So that's how Adopt a Soldier was formed. So without any further ado, because I keep being informed we only have an hour on our tape. So I would like to have our 3 young men. We have Nick, Corey, and Tyler.
Cody.
Cody. What did I say?
Corey.
Haha. You guys passed the sobriety test. You haven't been drinking too much. You thought it was me. I did that. A round of applause for the decision they made. All right. So when this started, we wanted the guys to know, and girls, that there is a family at home here, which I've just described, which is now all of you, and it's all of us here. And so when my son was in the Marine Corps, I found out about coins. And I was like, what's this? So I've learned about all these coins. And the Legion has a coin. So I started by getting these coins for the guys. And what we're going to do is, this coin is a representation. And each one of these vets that's going to give the award to these kids is going to tell them their own personal meaning behind it. You may not be able to hear them, and that's okay, because it's not about all you. Okay? It is. And that sounds bad or mean, but it's about what these vets are going to tell these guys that they need to know in places that we don't know about. So I'm just going to tell you what it means to me and why I started it, is that you boys know that wherever you are, that coin is a representation that there are people here praying for you, thinking about you, having fun for you when you can't. Just kidding. And when you come back, I gotta keep it lighter, I cry through these things, I'm telling you. But when you come back, that coin also makes, is representation of the family. You bring it in, and who's 21 yet, anybody? Bring that in and put it on the bar and we'll buy you a pop. Yeah, pop, I have to say that, I'm on tape. Okay, and the mayor's here. So there's lots of different meanings, but it does mean a lot to these guys. So now, Nick, his uncle, Tony's your uncle, right? Where is he? Is also one of our veterans. So I'm going to have Tony come up, and he's going to go ahead and present his coin, the Legion coin, to Nick, and then I have a couple other veterans for the rest of the boys. Come on up, Tony. Tony's a veteran also, guys.
This is a special day for me, because Nick is my nephew, and first time I saw him was 19 years ago, in his mother's arms. Now, 19 years later, look, I gotta look up. Okay. You got the Peotone Legion, American Legion, 392. We'd like to give you this coin and welcome you in as a vet. And Nick has something special. Nick has a grandpa, World War II vet here, and a World War II vet grandmother in the audience.
And an uncle. Guys, please stand up, both of you. Grandpa and great uncle, stand up, please. There we go. World War II. It's pleasant. Amen. Amen.
The American, okay, if I can get it right, the American AMVETS, host 107 of the Mantino Home veterans would like you guys to receive our coin. The World War II veterans, the Korean veterans, and the Vietnam veterans all Thank you for your service, and Godspeed.
Vic Van Horn is on our board. He's also a submarine veteran. And he will go ahead. Who's next in line? Cody. Tyler. They switched on me. Gosh darn it, this is on tape too.
Let's keep it in Hollywood then, okay? Present you with a coin from the American Legion Post 292. Thank you for your service. When you come back, we got dinner. So you'll know when you get in that you look forward to dinner, lunch, breakfast, because it breaks the monotony, it breaks the hard time. Again, thank you for your service.
Okay. Another military dad, Terry. Terry's son is also going to be shipped to Hawaii. He's not there yet, right?
No, he's stuck in Charleston.
Stuck.
Warmer climate. Hi, I'm retired Air Force, and the coins, this is actually the one I carry in my pocket all the time. It's a St. Christopher Air Force coin, but these guys will come to find out the coins, you start collecting them. I have a whole tray of them at home, and on behalf of the American Legion 392, the community, thank you guys for your service. Congratulations.
All right. Now you'll see that I mentioned earlier about it's a healing process up here, and I make jokes because it's sometimes really hard to get through these. So, but this next story, I went to this special man. When my son first left, I gave him a cross when he went off to Iraq. And it meant a lot when he came back and when he got through a lot of what he was going through after the second tour. He still had that cross, and it did mean something to him. And so when I first started this, I thought, boy, do I tread on that water? And I thought, you know what? Yeah, I do. I'm a Christian. I believe that. I don't care who you believe in, but the fact that you know that you're not alone and that there is somebody greater than us. And so I debated it. And then I went to go talk to this next veteran who told me his story, which he's going to share with you. And I knew that I was supposed to do what we're about to do, which is give these kids a cross. So I'm going to ask Alan to come up and share his story with the guys and with all of you. And move a little forward here.
Hi, my name's Alan Black. As Sue said, I've been with her since the beginning. This is a cross that I received when I landed in Vancura Airport in Vietnam in early 1969. We were coming down gangplank. The airport was under attack. And we had our helmets and Kevlar. We'd already been trained. But our weapons, machine guns, everything were in the belly of the plane. So they were giving us M16s and 500 rounds of ammo. But at the bottom of the plank, as we ran down, was this Catholic Marine Corps chaplain. Was standing there in a baseball cap like he was at a church picnic, handing out these crosses and blessing you. And he didn't say anything about religion, but this is the original cross from 1969. I wore it the whole time. I don't feel, it has nothing to do with religion in itself. It's not a Protestant Catholic type thing. Is what he basically said was God, country, and yourself. So I worked the whole time, brought it home, gave it to two of my nephews. One went to Iraq, one Afghanistan. And they brought it back to me. Gave it to another nephew that was sick, and they weren't sure what it was, but I told them to take it because it's nothing magical, I don't think. It's just the faith in it. Well, he gave it back to me. My father-in-law, at 83 years old, had a quadruple bypass. Gave him the cross. He gave it back, and I had to give it back to him one more time. And he's still here with it. But it's just something that I believe in. It's, like I say, it's not religious. It's just God, country, and a faith in yourself. And it will protect you. So, tonight, even though they're not going to get this one, is each of these boys will receive a cross, which, oh, got them up there. Nick, Cody, and Tyler. All right, well, I'm not done yet. I was practicing earlier. We're gonna do something. Since these three young men can't wear anything like this while they're in training, is the only thing they can wear is military paraphernalia, and that's it. So I'm gonna start with Nick. And Nick would like his mother to come up here. Where's she at? I'll do it for you. Nick wants his mother to wear this and have the faith and protect it till he can come home and get it from her hair when he can wear it himself. All right, Cody. Where's Cody's mother? Tyler. Yes. Tyler, where's your mother? He's a little nervous. So I promise to wear this and protect it till he can come and get it. Alright. I bet you this is Cody. Cody's mother. Where's she at? Here she comes.
Okay, Mom. Been there, done that. That's where the tears go, baby.
Good job, son.
this is what I want you to know, okay? Us military moms, we're all out there, raise your hand. Boys, I want you to realize that while you're gone, your number one thing is your mission. You can rest assured that all these hands, get those hands up, and there's more that didn't make it today, are here taking care of your mothers so that you don't have to worry. If they talk about Army strong, it's military mom is stronger, I can guarantee you. So I don't want you boys to worry. This is what we're about.
Cody and Cody.
You, the one that's always stepping in.
I'd like to thank everybody, but I'm not done yet either. Right now, I want to induct these young men into, start out with the Easy Company in World War II, the Band of Brothers. You are now officially in the Band of Brothers, which is love, honor, your country, and your friends and family. This is the handshake. Plus, these are three, what am I walking on here? 3 new inductees into our next generation of freedom of an all-volunteer army. Thank you, man.
All right, we have 2 more real quick presentations. Mayor? I promise pop only.
I'm also the liquor commissioner, by the way. I'm Rich Duran, I'm the village president of Peotone, and one of the things that I like to point out to all of our servicemen and women is this community loves you. This is your hometown. If you never had a hometown, this is your hometown. And we like to honor those who serve our country, protecting the freedoms that we've got by presenting them with a village pin, which I'm wearing here. We refer to it as the blue pin. Now, anybody can get a pin with a white background, but the only way you get a pin with a blue background, the Village of Peotone pin, is service to your community and country. And so, gentlemen, I would like to present you with that, and we also, they may let you take this. It's a pen, it writes. It's an official village pen, but it's got a light on the end. You never know, right? So, gentlemen, on behalf of the Village of Peotone, thank you for your service to our community, our country, and as I said before, this is your hometown. This is Cody.
Show off.
How many people go ahead of me?
Hey, are you trying to...
This is Tyler.
Just call them all soon.
And this is Dick. Mine, the light doesn't work on mine anymore. But anyhow.
Thank you. Last but not least, the Sons of the American Legion, which I'm going to take this moment to let you know that here at Peotone Post we now have a Sons of American Legion. So if you don't have, you're not a veteran, you can join the Post to support these guys while they're gone and join the Sons of the Legion. So.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ed Cavanaugh. I'm the State Commander for the Sons of the American Legion. And I'm so very proud of Peotone for doing these send-offs and homecomings. We can't thank these young men and women enough. And I am here today to deliver honor certificates. Unfortunately, guys, I only know about 2 of them, so. But we will send the third one another certificate of his own. But let me read one of these certificates. Sons of the American Legion, Detachment of Illinois, Certificate of Honor. This certificate is presented to honor, and they'll all have different names on, so in recognition and grateful appreciation for the serving in the United States Armed Forces in the name of freedom, democracy, and for allegiance to God and country, in courteously protecting our liberty and independence, presented by the Detachment of Illinois on this 9th day of February 2014, and signed by myself as Detachment Commander. So, gentlemen, let me present you. Sorry, I don't have one for you.
We'll send it there.
I also have good luck coin from the Sons of the American Legion. One for yourself, one for you, and again, I don't have that.
I know. Oh, until last night.
And I wish you all the luck in the world.
And the reason these guys weren't as prepared, I just found out last night, but I'll tell you what, as everybody that knows me, I won't turn one of you guys down, ever, you know, so I don't care if you live in Timbuktu, I don't care if I ever met you before. When a family calls me and says, I have one coming home, I have one going in, you're ours. And so don't anybody feel bad about last minute or whatever, okay? That's just not allowed around here. All right, well, I'm going to ask for, this concludes, except for getting my vets. So I would like any veteran in the audience, please come up. All of my vets, come up, welcome these new guys into our family. And again, thank you so much, and just remember that we're here, moms, brothers, sisters, dads, we're here for you. Thank you.
Anybody out there that is interested in supporting through the Legion, you're a vet, you've never joined, Sons of American Legion, dads, if you want to get involved, Jim, one of our officers, will be happy to answer any questions you might have. Moms, you're eligible for auxiliary, although we keep you a lot busier.